All right, and we're up and running again. Back for another running again. Back for. I'm gonna have to silence that. There we go. Beautiful. So,
There we are.
you're in. So, welcome everybody to another stream of Empyrion Galactic Survival. In between episodes, I found that this is actually, against everybody's expectations, proved to be the most popular game we've ever played on stream. It's edged out 7 Days to Die as our most popular game. So, I mean, it's great news. I'm certainly happy with that. It means that we're probably going to play. We are going to rotate games because we are still going to play 7 Days to Die, but I think we may have found the second game for our lineup. So unfortunately, Sonny hasn't managed to make it tonight. I'm sure he's got some important stuff he needs to do, and hopefully he'll join us next time. But Sonny, if you're about, if you want to ping me, if you happen to drop in, you haven't missed much, so feel free to drop in if you can. But if not, we'll catch you for the next stream. So I think you're just updating your version of Empyrion now.
Well,
Tim?
what? My entire disk D is just gone.
Your D
Oh,
drive.
it's over here. Yeah, my D drive. It just has a question mark on it.
Maybe you should just do a reboot, mate. It's going to take a while, but it sounds like you've got some weird stuff going on there.
Yeah.
We are desperately low on resources, so I'm just going to go and try and hunt down a mountain to destroy and hoover up some resources. It's taking way too long. It's all good. Well, while I'm waiting for you, we're out of food again, so I'm going to have to go and hoover up some more food. Eventually, once we get a fridge going, which I think is the next thing we need to do, is get a fridge, because with all the food we got in the last episode has either been eaten or has gone rotten. So I'm gonna hunt down some. I'm just grabbing some protein to make some bars. There's plenty of dinosaurs around, but there's no point shooting them, because if I shoot them, the meat's gonna go off faster than we can eat it. So when you get into the game, though, I think you'll be impressed with the changes we made. We've got some nice new improvements. We've actually got a base now. Sonny got his engineering on, and I hooked us up with some solar panels. So we've actually got we have got a generator running, but it only needs to power the base during the night. So all the biofuel we've got is doing us pretty well at the moment. How's things going on your end? This takes me back to my desktop support days back in the day, trying to help people get their computers up. Sorry, mate. How you going?
I mean, I rebooted it now. It's working, but for some reason, Empyrion just got fully uninstalled. Like, it didn't say update; it just said install.
You got some weird stuff going on. My Empyrion it made me go and update the game, but not. But it didn't make me.
For me, it did too.
Me reinstall
it. Just said update, but then it just stopped working. So I logged out and logged in. Then it deleted my entire D drive.
It deleted your drive.
Now it's back, and now it's.
Okay.
Yeah, it just had a question mark on it.
What sort of computer you're running? There's some weird stuff you've got there. What sort of like what's your rig?
Oh, hey, Sonny's here.
Oh, Sonny's here. Oh, nice. Hey, Sonny, how you going?
Apologies.
Yes.
Apologies for my tardiness tonight.
No, that's okay,
Discs
mate.
back.
It's all good. I'm just trying to help Doomslayer because he's having some issues getting his Empyrion working. There's been an update, and it seems to have bricked his installation.
Oh no!
So
I haven't actually updated mine.
You want to give it a go now and see? Like, I mean, it works okay for me, but it'd be interesting to see if you're having the same problem.
Yeah, I just had to do I don't know if how regularly you update, but I had to do quite a large update today for Windows 10. It took quite a while.
No, I didn't.
Small
Actually,
one. I was reading through the notes. There was like some patch this year they've done. I mean, I update every time it prompts me, and it prompted me yesterday. And usually, what it does is it gives me the option to update before I shut down, but it didn't give me the option. The only option was to restart and update, and I wanted to go to bed, so I left it, and then I did it today, and it actually took a good half hour. I was surprised. I couldn't quite work out exactly why it was so slow, but anyway. All right, let me
well,
this updated.
I'm going to fill you in on some recent developments. One of my New Year's resolutions was to not look so close at my numbers, but if what I've seen this week is indeed correct, it appears that Empyrion is our most popular game by an actually pretty large margin. I mean, it's pushed out all of our 7 Days to Die videos. It's pushed out some of my Project Zomboid videos. I had like, I don't know, maybe not 40 people subscribe, but had a massive amount of people. It's quite popular. Very, very popular. Far more than what I'd expect. So we were actually, the reason why we were playing it tonight was because I didn't know for you to be about, and I didn't want to try and do 7 Days to Die without the three of us, because, as you know, we barely survived that last... we did okay considering, but I think it'd be better if the three of us are about.
Yeah.
We did okay.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
But rather than change midstream, are you happy to go with this tonight and we'll do 7 days next week? Or, I mean, I was going to leave the decision up to you guys. Since we're already playing and we're already streaming.
We'll see how Doom goes if you can't play Empyrion.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's going pretty quick actually. It's already 2 out of 5 gigabytes.
Okay,
So
alright.
you've got to update. Okay.
Well, let's give it...
I can barely hear the chat because it's all laggy.
Oh, look, we've got
That's all.
Albatross Wirehead is in the chat. For those who don't know, I'm sorry to interrupt, guys. Albatross Wirehead is one of the first developers that ever supported me. So he was here when my channel had like 50 subscribers. First developer to ever give me a game to review. Actually, I think he might have been the second, but he's been here right since the beginning. And a lot of my reviews in the past have been on his titles. So do if you wanna pop a link to your latest game, Terrain. Sorry, I don't have a browser open, but if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. And then if anyone wants to go and check out Terrain, I did a review on it as well, and it's actually a really good game. When I first did a review, I actually completely bollocksed the review up. I made a heap of mistakes, and he actually came back to me and gave me some constructive criticism, and not only that, he actually gave me his next game and the game after that. So, yeah, solid developer. And I believe he's an Aussie too.
Oh.
So, yeah, If you wanna pop that in the no, you're more than welcome, mate. I wish all developers took constructive criticism as well as what you did. So, awesome developer, guys. If you like your survival games, a little bit more low tech than this, but for a small development team, it was quite impressive. I haven't played the latest build. He did send it to me. It is going to be on Steam soon. No, I'm from Victoria, mate. So Yeah, no, it's fellow Aussie developer. Him and as Just Wall, I think, as well. The other developer. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's also following me on Twitch. Another really awesome developer. He's got a few games out as well. You're right, mate. It's all good. But yeah, no, you've done some good work. If you guys are like survival games, definitely recommend you check it out. Yeah, Just Wall. There we go. But yeah, no, I did a review on a few of his games, and you can see that it's one of those games where each title got a little bit better than the last, and you can see it really got the last one, terrain was very polished. It's if I had to place it, it's kind of a mix between Minecraft and Terraria. If you had a bit of a sci-fi twist, I'm trying to think of what the Stellaris or I can't think of it, but if you like Terraria and you're into Minecraft and you don't mind a little bit of a more a lower quality in that it's a bit of a minimalistic. That's probably a better word, a minimalist. Oh, nice. He's also these guys big fans of 7 Days, so we've had a few discussions about 7 Days to Die. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation. I was just introducing him to the chat. This is Sonny Jim and Doomslayer. I think we stuck with the name Doomslayer. Two of my viewers who started streaming with me and now part of the crew. Oh, there you go. He's just dropped a link to the Steam store. Anyone who wants to go and check that out, highly recommend it. Go and check out my video on it.
Yeah, I already added it to my wish list December before. It looks like something I might like to try. I like pixel art.
Yes.
I played Starbound and Terraria. And
Starbound, that was it. I was trying to think of the sci-fi Terraria game. You got it in one, Sonny. Starbound, that was yeah. But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. How are you going, Doomslayer? Do you need some help?
It's doing the same thing again. My disc got again like a weird question mark on it and is not on my PC.
The problem is though, that sounds like even if we were to swap games, you probably got a bit of a deeper problem than just that. You probably won't even be able to start 7 Days to Die. Have you actually done a full reboot or power cycled your PC? Like turned it, as in like turn it off, wait 30 seconds and turn it back on again?
I haven't tried that one.
There we go. See, I remember some stuff from when I worked in the help desk back in the day. So,
should I try that?
Yes. Yeah, you want to do that? Do that now. We've tried all the obvious stuff. So yeah, sorry. Albatross, you're into 7 Days. If you want to join us next week, we're probably going to be playing, and I think the boys would be more than happy to have another member of the crew. So if you're exactly, yeah, if you want to join us, you feel welcome to drop in. I've got a Discord channel, so shoot me a message, and if you want to join the Discord, you can jump in, and if your friends want to jump in as well. I don't know what the limit is on a Project Zomboid co-op game, but I guess we could find out. I think it's 8 players, but yeah. Oh crap! That's a raptor. Oh, jeez!
Oh, I haven't seen those before.
Oh, damn! Yeah. I got him! Whoo!
Yeah, I just saw you. Nice.
Okay. Your assault rifle. Your assault rifle saved me, Doom. Shotgun wouldn't have cut it for that. We need a fridge too. Gather a heap of food. Now, I guess the more immediate problem is how do we help Doomslayer? Because there's only so much I can do for you remotely. Did the reboot do anything for you? Oh, I think I lost him. Are you still there, Sonny?
Oh, yeah. In the game. You're online on Steam?
Oh, maybe my game's not online. Maybe. Well, I think his problem's a bit different, but let me.
I rebooted it.
Yep.
Well, I turned it off, booted, and then turned it back on.
Any luck?
We'll see.
Oh, that raptor tagged me good. Oh, we got raptors running around everywhere here. Be careful.
So what happens in this game when you have people joining your game? Do they always join on your location?
I think
Or
they
where
join
you
when they
are?
last spawn. So I'm just on my way back to the base. I'm going to quit out and then I'll let you rejoin. 1 sec.
Well, I still can't see your server, so anyway. Wait.
I'm going to give me 1 second, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, all good, mate. All good.
Sorry, guys. Apologies.
That's what I'm
Let's.
saying, just take it.
No, you're right, mate. You're right. Let me try that again. Ah, there we go. I didn't set it to local co-op. Silly me. Yeah, there's a little drop down next to load game, and it's it's not very obvious, so it's, oh, hold up. There's a server. Yeah, no, if you and your friends are about, mate, just, I've got a Discord link. If you've got a, have you got me on Steam? I'm not sure. Or on Twitter. But, I can ping you I can give you an address to our Discord server. We do most of our gaming through there, and then you can join us if you want. In fact, I reckon an 8-player 7 days to time game would be pretty cool, guys. I don't know about you, but I'd be down for that.
Hmm.
And as I understand, Albatross, you're a bit of a veteran at this game too, so it should be make things a bit easy with two of us in there. We can help the other guys out. Although Sonny, you're starting to, even you Doomslayer, I think you're starting to get a handle on the mechanics. There we go. Do you want to? Yeah. Do you want to join in, Sonny? And when you do, get into the game because getting in the base because it appears that we've got radiation. Luckily, your little airtight door seems to be keeping me safe in here. Yeah, man. What I'll do is I'll ping you the details. I think I've got you on Twitter. I'll send you a direct message with the invite, and you can join us. We're planning, I think at this point, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, next week we're going to do some 7 days.
Yeah. Probably.
Sorry, mate. I'm just a sec. I'm just talking to someone.
If my PC decides to work.
Yeah, well, we had everything planned out, and we kind of went sideways with your PC problems.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, I'm still not seeing the server. What about you, Doom?
Should be. It's
I haven't
running.
even launched the game.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can.
It's
Yeah, I should be able to. Let me see if I can invite you.
definitely. I'm seeing a history of another server that I joined.
I just sent an invite.
All right.
No luck? I mean, this is exactly what we did last time.
It says connecting to server, skill incarnate, but connecting to server.
It should be working. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Sonny Jim. There you go. I just saw you join.
It's loading in now. Yeah, but it wouldn't come up on the friends list.
I have no idea what happened there.
Ooh, toxic storm.
Yeah. Do you want to jump in, either go in the base, or I'm just going to go and I was taking this thing for a test drive. I put some new engines on it, so it runs a bit nicer now.
This is what my D drive looks like. It does nothing, and it just has like a weird question mark on it.
You mean in the Windows Explorer?
Yeah, and in my file explorer.
Yeah, okay. That's the problem with your drive then.
It sounds like you've got a corrupted hard drive or bad sectors on it.
D drive's where you normally have all your Steam installations?
Well, only a couple, because my other games are just fine. My 7 Days to Die is there, Among Us is there, Stick Fight is there, everything is there,
so
except for Empyrion.
Can you start 7 Days to Die? Because if you're like, if you got no hope,
on there as well.
Sorry.
Well, he just said 7 days is on there too, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Depends if the whole drive's buggered or if it's just like you said,
yeah,
some bad sectors or something.
Well, yeah. If your drive's completely knackered, there's not. It doesn't matter what game we play. It's gonna be the same thing.
Something's funny. Yeah, it's not like it's dead, because if it's coming up with a question mark, it's seeing something. It's just not being able to access.
7 Days to Die works.
Oh.
7 Days to Die works fine.
All right.
So well, I don't know what it is with it.
Download one of you before we change
I
it.
tried switching. It's because its download is set to to my D drive. I tried to change it, but it doesn't wanna. It said it had to update when I tried to change it, and now the option isn't even there.
So
for 7 days or Empyrion? Sorry, man.
No, you're right. I'm just trying to help until you go on.
Yeah, you're smarter than me with this stuff.
It's not that I don't want to help him. I'm just trying to, like, remotely. It's hard to troubleshoot, especially when I'm in the middle of the stream too. Okay, if we think about how this works though, you've got your 7 Days to Die. Oops, done something there. It seems our base is under attack. Are you there at the moment, Sonny?
Yeah.
Is anyone attacking?
Hang on,
it just says damage detected, and I'm trying to figure out if it's a.
No enemies here.
Oh, okay.
Just the toxic storm.
Okay, never mind. I'm just trying to think of how are we going to do this? How are we going to help him?
Well, I don't think there's going to be any. If it's Empyrion's not loading up at all, at the very least, he would have to be reinstalling the whole thing or something and seeing if that fixes it. So that would take some time.
Yeah, but if we swap...
better to see 7 days... Yeah, I know, if we swap. But if 7 days, it might load up. It'll get him to actually test a game, like load into a game.
I think that would be a good idea.
It's just a matter of when the game starts accessing the areas of the drive that are bad, well, that's when he's...
Yeah.
It's gonna start up, isn't it? So it's just a matter of where 7 days is installed and all that. Kind of a bit iffy, you just don't know. You could sit here for hours testing it. That's what it's like when things go wrong.
Yeah, and kind of on a stream too. It's a bit hard to do. Damn. I want to help you, but I just I don't know how. I think the best thing you can do if you tried to reboot and your D drive's doing what it's doing, your best bet is probably to go, yeah, as Sonny said, maybe go into 7 Days to Die and see at the very least you can get into a game, because the problem isn't you know whether we can play, it's whether 7 Days to Die will actually work. Because
yeah, like if you've got a single player game in 7 days at all,
yeah, just start one.
A save game.
Just
start one. Well, that'll take a while. See, so
oh, if you start the pre-made map, like the Navas Gain map, it should be fine.
Okay, yeah, true.
Just, I mean, it's just a thought, but.
Oh.
Trying to. Okay.
Maybe I need to update my Windows or something.
That wouldn't cause that kind of a problem. It's just a bit odd that you're saying both Empyrion and 7 Days are installed on the same drive. Then the drive's working. But that question mark, doesn't that usually mean there's a problem in Windows sort of recognising the drive properly? It's not giving you any of the info on the drive. But the only other way to figure that out, you'd have to go back, boot into BIOS and make sure the drive's... Yeah, anyway.
You'd have to run diagnostics on the hard drive.
What's that?
Can I ask him, like you mentioned in Discord, you said you got your setup back and working again. Does that mean this PC, you had it getting repaired or looked at or something?
No.
Oh,
but
okay.
Nothing really changed to it, so I don't know why this is going on.
What sort of... Is it a laptop? Is it like a desktop PC?
No, it's a desktop PC.
What's your stats on it? Like, is it a... How long have you had the computer, I guess, is a good start?
About 4 or 5 years.
Okay, it's probably an older PC.
From brand new, or... Was that brand new when you got it then?
Yeah, it was.
Do you know if the drive is like an SSD or just a regular mechanical drive?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where can I see that?
You have to go into Device Manager and check your actual...
That's not a big deal.
Do you know how to get into your Device Manager?
Yeah, I just opened it.
Then if you go to, I think it's drives, hard drives, you should be able to find it in there.
I only see disk drives, not hard drives.
Disk drives, it's the same thing. You should be able to see it in there.
It's a SSD. Samsung SSD A50 Evo 500 gigabytes.
Well,
Okay,
that's the other possibility. If it's a 4-year-old PC and you've had the SSD the whole time, it sounds like an older one.
Yeah. I think your
quite
SSD
possible your SSD is,
might be torpedoed, mate.
I had one that died, yeah.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I've had SSDs die. I mean, that's the problem. A mechanical hard drive is more reliable, but because of the speed gain you get for SSD, it's often preferable to have one for gaming. But unfortunately, they tend to die fairly. You know, generally after about, I think my last one died 2 years after I got it. So
yeah, that explains it. That's probably what it is. Because what the SSDs do is it gradually sort of, I think it parks all the as the drive starts to degrade. It parks all the stuff it can't do anything about and can't save things to, and just the pool of stuff it can save to gets smaller and smaller, and that's probably why you can do some things on it, but not others, and then you get that question mark. So yeah, you got a bit of a tough drive.
I
So
think
you might be best to another drive, move it over. If you've got another hard drive,
do you have a spare hard drive though? That's the question.
Well, you must have a system drive and then the D drive. Is that what you got, Doom?
Yeah, it is. I was a C drive, local disk C, and then a D.
What you may need to do, and Sonny's 100% right, you may need to install Empyrion onto your C drive, if you know what I mean, like install it onto your non-SSD drive.
Change the drives.
Because it's Steam, you kind of, you'd have to change your Steam installation directory, which means you'd have to reinstall Steam. Oh, that sucks. You might be able to change individual installations, I don't know. It's a good question, I've never tried to do it before.
Well, at the very least, it's going to copy the files over from one drive to the other.
I mean,
that'll be a good way for you to find out whether the whole installation of...
actually, I just had another idea. Oh, sorry, go on, Sonny.
Yeah, no, go on, mate.
Well, you could, in theory, you could just copy your Empyrion installation over. Like, actually just copy the folder wholesale over onto your other drive. I don't know if you can access the Empyrion folder, but if you were to copy the whole folder onto your drive, go directly into it and start it via the executable instead of Steam, you could do it that way, and then if it starts okay, then that tells you it's definitely your other drive. Just a thought. Probably not the most ideal situation, but
okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer.
That sucks, because it doesn't matter what game we play, and I don't want to exclude you from the game, but it's kind of a catch-22. There's very little we can do to help you out, unfortunately. You're kind of stuck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, more than likely, you're probably going to have to get yourself a...
Yeah, you're going to have to get another hard drive.
Hard drive, yeah, like a data drive.
Sorry, man. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Yeah, I know. I'll probably try and buy another one or just fix this.
Have you got some?
If it's even fixable.
I tend to find with hard drives once they're doing that, they're probably a throwaway job. But I'd probably, at the very least, I'd try and format your drive. That would be the first thing I'd do. Try and format your drive. And then after it's formatted, try and reboot Windows and just drop some files onto it and see if it'll at least let you copy files over. But for the moment... Sorry, go on.
Okay, so do I just drag and drop Empyrion?
Yeah,
on my desktop or someone else?
Well, your C drive. So anywhere on your C drive. I mean, desktop is your C drive anyway. Yeah, as long as your mechanical drive's the one that you installed your operating system on. But if you're not sure of that, then I'd just drop it straight into C drive. You sure you didn't do IT support in a previous life there, Sonny? You seem to know your way around computers a lot better than what I thought. Some solid advice there.
I've learnt through bitter experience. That's all.
The school of life.
30 years of home PC tinkering and all that jazz, and here and there fixing other people's. But I'm definitely no expert. I'm a complete amateur. It's just a lot of experience, a lot of dead hard drives over the years, and
I've had a few SSDs go belly up on me, so I know what it's like.
Well, I've had one, but it was something I wasn't prepared for because it actually happened a lot sooner than 2 years. But, you know, it's still something I find in discussions, people, there seems to be people on different sides of the fence about keeping your system cache, you know, the VRAM stuff, whatever, the swap file on your SSD. Because if you've got, you know, if you've got a boot up SSD drive, which is what I've got.
Yeah, that's what I have.
With the Windows on it. Yeah, well, you know, I kind of feel like I didn't know about, that it's possible that I was, you know, with some of the installations and stuff that I had, it might have been using up the disk pretty quickly.
It does. If you do have an operating system on your SSD, I find that for games performance, and especially if you're doing multiple things like what I'm doing now, streaming and running a server, it is better to have it on an SSD drive. But you're right, you are more prone to problems exactly like the one that Doomslayer is having right now. So, I just realised I did something very bad. I didn't bring spare fuel. Crap. Oh no. I might have some. No, it's okay. I might be able to limp home with what I've got. Let me check. Have I got? But yeah, if you want to try that now, mate. But yeah, I've got enough. I'm good. I had some spare fuel. We're good. We're good. How about you, Sonny? How are you going? I'm just we've been more concentrating on trying to help Doomslayer this stream rather than actually doing anything. Though I have.
Yeah, fine. I'm just having a look.
Well, I just hoovered up 2,000 stone nearly with this new driller. I seem to be getting some damage though. I think I need multiple controllers on this ship. I need to work out how the controllers work. That wasn't in the update. You used to just have the drills and then have a controller connected to some cargo containers, and that was it. But it seems it's a bit more complex now. At least we got plenty of resources, boys. I'm hoping. That's the goal. I'm going to come back and try and... Now I've loaded up.
What have we got in here?
Unfortunately, we burned through all of our resources, but I grabbed a ton of stone that we can use, Sonny. Although if I can get myself... I seem to have bogged my miner. Bogged it pretty hardcore, actually. I may have to actually dig my way out.
Isn't it technically a hovercraft, though?
It's, yeah, it's... less of a hovercraft and
hovercraft and bogged.
Well, yeah, okay. I've managed to succeed. I don't know how I've done it, but I see what's happened here. My shitty mining.
And again, that brings up the question, you know, in the Star Wars universe, do they ever drive the land speeders across the water? I don't think they do.
Good question.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, I think I fixed it. It's alright. So this is what you get for me aggressively mining a hill out and then creating a big pothole that I got stuck in. Created my own problem then. Yeah, if you're still around, Albatross, I'll get those details to you, don't worry. I'm gonna head back to you now, Sonny. Yeah, I got about 2 or 3,000 stone. I think we'll be fine. If you can build a fridge, I would really like to get some of this food packed away.
Just looking at doing that. That's yep. Our little fortress here is looking pretty sparse. So.
I just emptied our fuel reserves, but I've got enough stone to build whatever we need to build. So I'm thinking solar panels would be. Sorry?
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right there now with the solar panels. We've got 43 battery power there.
Nice. And we've got 2 capacitors. So once that capacitor fills up, we'll swap to the other one and start filling that. I've got a bunch of food though. So unfortunately, this vehicle is very, very slow and very, very, very cumbersome. But it's gathered nearly 3,000 stone in the time it would take me to gather about 500 or 600. So I think it's a success. Next thing we're going to have to do is, unfortunately, I emptied 2 tanks of fuel getting it. So I'm going to have to go and I'll just build a hover bike that'll go over and grab some trees, and bam, we'll be good. That's the thing. This thing is cumbersome as hell. It's very slow. I need to build a repair gun because I damaged most of the ship. So this thing will drive for 3 hours with the drills off, and drive for 8 minutes with the drills on half a. So this thing will do probably with a full tank maybe 25-30 minutes of mining, but in that 25 or 30 minutes I can gather about 4,000 or 5,000 stone. Okay. So it's a pretty good trade-off. The problem is this thing is slow as hell. But not too bad. I can't complain. It does a job, man. I'm feeling bad for you, Doomslayer. I'm really sorry that we couldn't help you further. Did you manage to build a fridge?
I just put it there.
Oh, nice.
Made it.
Good job. So let's... Oh, damn it, all my meat went bad. I'll chuck that in there. So there's some energy bars. And there's some herbs. And I chucked some energy bars in there for you in case you get hungry.
Oh, nice, mate. Are they chocolate chip?
Sultana? Not really. There's some grain. So 2,000 stone, man. Nearly 3,000. In seconds.
Done with all that.
Now next thing we need to do is we need to build probably want another controller. Actually, I probably want a repair gun. Can I build a repair gun? Have we got any Promethium ore? We probably don't.
No, not yet.
Bugger. That's okay.
Let's have a look at my skills here. Let's see what I can make.
Well, I'm going to work on a vehicle because I kind of sacrificed our vehicle to the mining gods, and I think we might just build something really small that we can just a 2-seater, or maybe 3-seater. We'll have one where we just got 3 seats next to each other. What I will need to do, though, is pinch some of the stone. I mean, I put a heap of stone in here, so you should have more than enough to do what you need to do. But I'm going to need to go and cut some trees up. How are we going for fuel, by the way?
We end up with, what's that up there?
I've only got 20 cans of biofuel.
We end up with 2 fridges. Sorry, I haven't got any fuel on me.
Don't place a second fridge. It'll just use up power that we don't have. Or power that we could better use elsewhere.
Can we deconstruct it?
Not without a deconstructor or a level 2 constructor. Just chuck it aside for later. Once we build a capital ship, we'll need one anyway. It'll work in either. Okay, I have some metal blocks, so I'm going to start working on another ship. We've got some other resources nearby, but we probably need a basic vehicle to do the missions anyway, so I think that's probably our best bet. Now, remember how we were trying to build a flying ship and we couldn't do that?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I want to build a small vessel.
Because it's not showing for me. I see a hover vessel starter, but when I go to... I've unlocked it.
So if I go about hover vessels or small vessel?
So I see a hover vessel starter block, and I've also unlocked the small vessel starter block. So in theory, I should be able to build that. So where are we? Starter blocks in under MISC.
I think that's. Yeah.
I think you may need a maybe under base.
Oh, cool.
No. Yeah, I don't see it. Must be under MISC. There it is. Small vessel starter. So I've unlocked it.
Okay.
But I can't build it. It's not in here. I think you may need a advanced constructor.
I remember needing the next stage up constructor just to build a starter block for the small vessel. But you might be right.
They may have changed it, but when I go into the templates in blocks, I only see base starter and hover vessel starter. I can't build an SV starter. So we may need
that rings a bell. I remember having that issue, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice. We can make some... let's make some seeds and start making a farm.
Mm-hmm. All right, we can just turn it off when we're not using it, and then that won't...
Yeah, turn it off when we... oh, nice. We can make some good stuff out of this. Okay. Sweet. Grain and milk. Yeah. The main thing we want is the emergency rations.
Okay, emergency ration.
Well, they don't rot. But you need a lot for that.
So what are you going to be putting your points now into small vessel?
Well, I was, but if I can't build one, there's probably little point in doing it. If you know what I mean. Like, I want to, but I can't find the block to do it.
Weird.
Base starter and hover vessel. We may need to do some research. Sorry, man.
There's that color code for...
We are bingo on everything at the moment.
That's right. We can go out and get a whole bunch of stuff pretty quick. It's just working out where we
we got a heap of wood logs in here. I'm going to start chunking these. I need fuel. That miner's out of fuel.
Yeah, look, you're right, mate. You're right. It says in the under MISC where you've unlocked small vessel, it's got only the, what do you call it, the light blue colour, whatever it is, and red, which means you either need a large constructor or an advanced. So we do need a large. I must have remembered wrong how I did mine.
No, we need a large. I'm sure we do. Do you want to? Can you build one or?
So then let's see if I can. I think it's just my level is probably. Let's have a look.
Because I was just going to build a small vehicle. 5. But if
I need to level up, but hang on, where's the recipe for? Where's the recipe for the large constructor? That'll be under base. I think I was looking at this last week when we were playing. I can't remember if it's like level 7. So I need to be level. Okay, so I just need to level up, mate. Get to the next level, and then I can.
All right.
I can do both.
Well, how's about let's build a small vehicle. A combat vehicle we can take on our quest. I think that's probably our next best thing, because unfortunately I've kind of taken this vehicle, but it was very cumbersome. I reckon we build it from scratch and make this thing a specific for combat. So this is very cumbersome, this miner.
And it looks cool.
It was because, well, it was my fault. I was just bolting shit to it without really thinking. So
the hover pads almost look like snare drums to me. Anyway, sorry, it's just my brain working.
No, you're right. I'm just gonna try and pull everything out of the. I think I grabbed everything out of it, the cargo box. Oh, there was fuel in here. Okay, cool.
Oh, look at that! That's all that grass. Yeah, forgot about that. It hasn't fixed itself, the grass. That's
it has for me. That's weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good then. It's just a glitch.
Now we've got some food. I'm just going to go quickly and get some meat because we're going to go hungry otherwise. I'm just going to be careful though, because there's raptors now.
So they're pretty close to base, are they?
They're on the tree line. I run into a couple of them. I minced them with the assault rifle, but if there had been any more than 2, I would have been in trouble. I should have just done a runner, but doesn't matter.
So we're going to need a bunch more wood to make some fuel.
We are, but I think our better bet would just be to build a hover cycle with a drill on it.
Never seen that, so I'll have to watch you.
It's just like all you need is an engine, a couple of hover, some hover pads, an engine, and a saw on the front, and it'll hoover trees. Like you will hoover trees up at a ridiculous rate. Yeah, hand collecting just takes too long. We're not much of environmentalists. Sorry, go on.
I remember you saying the same thing about this hovercraft before you built it. You said it would hoover everything up like nobody's business, and then it's become this cumbersome thing.
But it grabbed 3,000 stone in like.
The bike's not going to be cumbersome too. That's my thought. I haven't really tried the hovercraft. That's my problem. I just went straight to a spacecraft. So.
Well, it's probably partially my fault too, because I didn't design it from the ground up, and I should have.
It's all right. No problem. I was just ribbing you.
It worked. I mean, I just brought back 3,000 stone.
All right, but I remember you saying before. So we've got plenty of fuel for the moment. That's what you're saying. So good.
We did, and then I went out and got 3,000 stone. It burns through fuel.
Yeah, so I've got the chainsaw. I can just go out and grab a bit of wood.
Well, if you want,
Well, you're building or you want me to build that?
Well, if you want to jump on the miner, you grab the fuel and I'll grab the stone. I'll just drop you off. I'm just trying to grab some food because we're bingo food at the moment. We got a little. I put some in the fridge, but not enough for all of us.
We've got a few energy bars. That'll keep us going until we get some meat.
Well, I'm getting some because now you've got a fridge. I can put this meat in the fridge.
That's right. As long as we don't run out of power, it won't spoil either.
No, we got enough. It's once I turn that driller on, it just starts. It changes the power consumption from it multiplies it by a factor of 10. Because I've got 4 drills on that thing, so you can imagine how quickly it'll burn through our fuel reserves. Trust me, man. I know what I'm doing. Kind of. Famous last words. This is a face or a voice you can trust. Have we lost you there, Doomslayer? How are you going? I didn't want you to think we're ignoring you.
Logged out, I think.
I feel bad for him, but there's only so much we can do to help him.
Yeah, look, he's whether he can do it or he's got someone around him that knows how to do it. But it does sound like it's a pretty easy fix. It's probably just a bung hard drive, and he's going to have to get another one.
Yeah, he's probably going to have to replace it. But we have to keep in mind though he's a young kid and he doesn't have disposable income, so it's probably come down to him asking his parents very nicely if they're willing to replace his hard drive for him. I've been there. I've been the broke. Yeah. I've been the broke uni student who's had to do some less than optimal fixes in the past. I remember having to fix my graphics card by doing a little bit of spot welding or spot soldering on it, I should say. when the solder came off it.
Yeah, I'm still of a mind to do that on my old LED monitor. I just got to put new capacitors in it. Just need one of those round turrets, you know.
Well, that's it. Yeah, it's kind of you got to get the time to do stuff. There's so many. I mean, I've got 3 or 4 computers that are sitting. Some of my older computers that I was going to set up as secondary machines.
Yeah.
And especially before I got my second monitor. Did I tell you off? Well, I can see the chat now properly. I got my second monitor. I finally got the cable I needed. All I wanted was a display to HDMI cable, and they sent me the wrong cable. Then they sent me one that was stuffed, and they refused to refund me. So after about 6 or 7 back and forth, I told him to go pound sand, and just went into town and just bought one by hand, because there's a computer store in town and one of my friends works there, and it was just me being lazy, especially with you have to go wear masks everywhere, and it's kind of like, oh, I'll just get it off the internet. I can't be asked going into town. But my own stupid laziness kind of undone me. Next time I just... And there's something to be said, when you buy stuff off the internet, it's all well and good, but there's no guarantee. And most of the time, if they send you something that doesn't work or it's broken, there's no way you get your money back. They just tell you where to go.
Mate, for me, there's nearly no guarantee, even if I buy it from the store. I reckon, I can just remember so many times when I was a young bloke, even, where we live, we're about an hour from medium-sized city, and where all the computer stores were. So it was always like when you go in there to buy a new component or something, or a replacement component, you always, half the time at least, you'd buy it, take it home, and then once you got home, you stick it in your computer or something, find there's something wrong with it, or it's the wrong, and you're always swearing at yourself. You should have checked it while you're at the shop. So sort of learned over the years. Most of the time, you just you just got to make sure. Even if you're in the shop, I don't think it matters whether it's just that internet now is the more common one, especially now we've had the virus. All that stuff caused all that stuff where all the shops shut and you had to do click collect on your computer components, and that was a bit of a pain.
Well,
at least we got to do it.
Sorry, go on.
So
I was going to tell you something funny because when this all started, I think I mentioned I like a lot of people, I had to work from home, and everybody we were providing essential services, so they just said, look, just take what you need from the office, go home, and when things return to normal, you can bring it all back to the office. So of course I didn't take too much. I needed some test devices, so I took a bunch of mobile phones and some extra tablets to do some responsive testing. But when everything kind of started look like it was going to go back to normal, they realised that they had kind of overdone it on the asking people to just take it from home because nobody had any equipment. So I honestly thought they would just tell people to keep it. But what they did instead was they were just like, look, here's a grant for some money, go out and buy some equipment. So that worked out really well because a lot of people run side hustles, and developers might do some work in games development on the side. I sometimes test stuff outside of my job, but as long as there's no conflict of interest. But there's a lot of equipment I needed, so I was like, oh, well, that works out well. Secondary monitor. I usually use that for my day job. So all I've done is just unplug that and plug it into my gaming PC. So it's worked out well. I'm not complaining. A lot of places gave grants. Well, the tax write-off too, and it's easier for them to do that because you've got asset tracking and stuff too. And I'm sure, me telling an accountant about asset tracking is probably a bit of a moot point, but you can imagine, once you tag devices and you work out what's your employer's and what's yours, it's just easier for them to just say, just go buy what you need. It's too hard to try and figure out. I'm sorry, I am trying to just grab some resources so that we don't go hungry. And we'll bung them in the fridge. Oh, there we go. Come here, dinosaurs. I've got about 20 meat, so we're going to be smashing down some food.
Cool. I'm just making some more fuel. Tempting too.
I think we're good for food though. I mean, I hate running around and gathering this food all the time. It just feels like such a waste in the early game. But now we've got a fridge, we can just bung all this in the fridge and just take it. Well, especially once we've got a vehicle, we can just take it in the vehicle. Because we've got a lot of rotten food. A bit of a waste, but now I can take all this fresh meat I've gathered and throw it all, start cooking it or throw it in the fridge. Alright, I'm heading back now and then we can jump in the ship and head on our way. The fuel tank was empty, but I used a lot of our remaining wood to gather some more.
Yeah, got a bit.
Looking good, looking good. We're coming along nice. Those solar panels are doing a good job. Taking a lot of the strain off our fuel supply. So,
That's
yeah.
right. Is it 10 plant fibres for 1 can of biofuel?
Correct. But 1 log makes 10 plant fibers. So 1 log equates to one.
Right.
Oh, damn it. Why isn't that working? Ah, there we go.
Brain.
Oh, yeah, my brain, yeah. It's never worked. It's okay. We've got some food coming out of the food processor too.
Given we're in a space game, I suppose it should be like a paste, you know, like they have that paste machine in RimWorld. I don't know if you ever played that.
I have.
No one's really very happy at eating paste from my recollection.
I don't know if you saw my my review on Frostpunk, but one of the decisions you can make in the game is have your people eat sawdust instead of like mix sawdust into the food. And
okay,
I ended up or you can use there's no good decisions in that game. It's just a series of horrible. It's how do I make the least amount of horrible decisions? But yeah, you can do some downright dastardly stuff. In the name of survival, we will survive. Humanity will move on. All right. This is hammering out some food. Do you want to hop into the miner? And I'm going to go out and make another adventure to hoover up some blocks, because I think what we're going to need is a... Oh, nice. 7 cans of biofuel. It's probably not going to be enough, but...
Well, it just cooks real slow. I only just put it on a few minutes ago. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's 20.
Seems like we've got most of them to make it. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got plenty. All right. So, have you got a chainie?
Yeah, I need some fuel for it, actually. So,
okay.
So we've got it.
Grab some out of the... I've got some, and grab some out of there. How's our generator going? How are we off for fuel? I haven't looked. Are you hungry, by the way? There's food in here.
Which one should I be eating?
The meat. There's grilled meat in there. I needed to heal up, so I just ate some meat. Grab the meat out of there. I'm going to put the rest in the fridge.
Oh, I see. You're cooking it up.
Right. Yep. It's going into the the cargo container though.
Straight to the fridge.
Can I do that?
Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, you can change.
Oh,
it to
I'm an idiot. Let's do that. Stupid. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Okay.
All right.
So construction. If I go input, but I can't move stuff from my input. No, you can't. Oh wait, input. There we go.
Got
input, and then output is the fridge. There. Ah, yeah. Okay, all right. We got it.
Easy when you know how.
I didn't think you could make the input and output to be the same thing. Okay. Why didn't I think of that?
Natural sweetener. What's that? Okay, that's gone in there too. All right, I'll stick that in the fridge.
Oh, nice. Vegetables. You can make fried vegetables. Sweet. Okay. That's handy. Okay, I'm going to queue up some bars. Oh, that's going to make things easier. I can just smash as much stuff into here as we need. Like this. And bickety bam, we got... Alright, sweet. Okay. So that fridge is now filling up with all the good stuff. You want to just grab some meat out of there, mate? Might want to take a bit with you.
Right. Trying to get some fuel because you took it all.
Oh, did... Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right, but give me a chance. I've got to make some. I think I'm good. My chainsaw's all loaded up. Should be good enough.
Right. I've got 20 energy bars. And we're making more, so if you're hungry, grab those grilled steaks out of the fridge, and grab some energy bars because they keep for a while. And then we can head on out. Hoover up some more goodies. Oh shit! I got some milk in there. I got milk as well. I got all sorts of stuff. I got all the food. Hell yeah!
All the 5 food groups.
There's a lot of dinosaurs that we'd be pressing F for, but I'm just gonna chuck this stuff in there. Alright, sweet. I think we are good. Let's go. So how much fuel you got? You in, mate?
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
Cool.
You got less than half a tank, I guess.
I've got 70 cans in my inventory, so. And this thing only sips fuel. It just takes a tiny sip of fuel, and then I turn the drills on, and then it starts drinking like an alcoholic.
Gas guzzler is like.
It's an alcoholic.
Handler. Why you just put on some more? Can you put the thrusters for the small vessel?
Yeah,
do something on the hover vessel.
I thought about that, but since this thing just absolutely just tanks fuel, the more I put on, the harder it eats up fuel. So, I mean, for the moment, it does what it needs to do. It gathers thousands of stone. We're talking like
small vessel will be much more economical with the fuel, yeah, for sure.
Oh, do you know how it would take me a whole day to gather 3,000 stone? This thing gathered in 15 minutes. Probably more, actually. Like that cargo box had no stone in it. It was empty. I filled the thing in seconds.
Where are we going to get this promethium? Because we'll always be spending all our time making biofuel. It just takes forever. Promethium, yeah.
I find that promethium's kind of more trouble than it's worth, to be honest. But the problem is promethium's very limited, and I mean once we get a vehicle, and we can make our own promethium later on. You make your own biofuel, and you can convert it to the promethium fuel packs. The problem is we need a farm for that. I'll show you how it works later on, but for now we just need resources. I want to build a hover bike to replace your duties of having to gather by hand. Now, what I'll do is I'll get to the far side of this and then I'll drop you off. I just want to make sure, because this thing's got a minigun on it, in case we get attacked. I want to make sure you're okay. I didn't see any enemies in here, so you should be alright. And it would be good if you could start clearing the forest, because then I could see where I'm going. So if you want to start on the trees closest to this area, I'm just going to be up here. See this big ass hole up there? That's me.
Oh yeah. Alright.
So if you want to hop out here, if you get stuck, yell out. I'm just going to go up there. I'm going to start hammering away.
Hang on, I'm hearing some. Oh, spiders. Oh, which ones are those?
You're right.
Need help? There's a whole family of them, mate. Yeah.
I can turn the chain gun on them, but I haven't got a lot of ammo for it, so.
That's alright. It's just that there's a lot at once. Oh, running them over.
I don't think you can run them over in these vehicles, unfortunately. And this thing is very clunky.
It's alright. Just don't want to waste my ammo on them.
And this has got the I actually put upgraded hover engines on this thing, and it's still slow as hell. I think you're right. I'm gonna have to put some thrusters on it. It's slow as molasses. The thing. I wonder how long we've been streaming for. I'm probably gonna try and. Okay, we're good. It's we're over the hour mark. I figured out the problem with. I think I told you I figured out the problem with Bitchute. It doesn't like. I don't know if it's just because I'm from Australia, but it doesn't like videos that are long. So for the I've just been cutting the videos. It seems that 45 minutes is the magic number. If I cut a video in 2 hours, I can cut a video into 3 45-minute chunks, and it works perfect.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that. I've been cutting videos into 45-minute chunks. I've got to try and figure out.
Every week you're uploading three episodes, if you like, to cover the one night of recording.
Yeah, well, and that's the problem though. I'm kind of struggling. I'm behind.
Pretty time-consuming, yeah.
And a lot of people are saying, we need more frequent uploads. But you have to remember, I'm doing one stream a week, and I'm doing one YouTube video a week, which means 2 videos a week. And a lot of people aren't. Well, not a lot of people, but a few people want me to do more often. But if you that on top of working and everything else, I'm kind of at the limit of how much I can stream at the moment. Maybe when work gets a bit less crazy, I might be able to do more. But it's kind of hard because at the moment things are pretty crazy. I've got a lot on my plate. Which is fine. Like, I love my day job. Don't get me wrong. I don't know whether I'd want to stream. Sorry, go on.
No, saying I can relate. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I love my day job, but
I
don't think I would want to stream full time, because a lot of people who do that find that they get burnt out on games, and I wouldn't want my favourite hobby to become a chore. If you know what I mean. Like,
that's also putting aside the fact there's a lot of lead time in setting up and developing an income stream that you can live on.
Yeah, and look,
kind of adventure anyone.
The problem too is YouTube's just too volatile. I mean, all you have to do is say the wrong thing, and the rules. And I think we've gone over this before, but it's kind of like that. It's a complete guess. What's acceptable one week isn't acceptable the next. And then all you have to do is say something that someone gets upset at, and then they make a complaint, and then it's just, it's so frustrating. And I can't imagine, like, if you have one of those channels that does, political commentary, or is talking about, stuff that is seen by YouTube to be controversial, it's so hard. Like, I've gotten in trouble for jokes. I've gotten in trouble for just throwaway lines. I mean, I mentioned a certain terrorist organisation in one video because they were actually in the game, and I got a warning. So I wasn't even talking about it. I was just saying this particular organisation is a facsimile of this real world group of people, and that's enough to get you in trouble. So. It's too hard. I think the good thing about Bitchute though is you can kind of it's a bit less draconian.
Yeah, I see why it's attractive.
And
the way
go on.
I watched you. Yeah, I was actually going to go change the subject a little bit there. So you finish what you're going to say.
No, all good. That was it really. Sorry, you watched something?
Yeah, I watched your new Project Zomboid tutorial last night. That was really good. I enjoyed that.
It was weird because for the first time ever, I got a bunch of people that said they didn't like it.
Really?
People didn't like it. One of the bits of feedback I got was that they didn't like it because there's other Project Zomboid tutorials or YouTubers do it better than me, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't realise it was a competition. And I'm sure there are Project Zomboid YouTubers that are better than me. I've never ever claimed to be the best one out there. I'd probably say I'm among the better Project Zomboid tutorial series, and I think that the comments and that back that up. But I'm certainly not the best out there in terms of content. I mean, there's Ambiguous Amphibian. There's No Mess. There's plenty of other YouTubers that have covered Project Zomboid for at least as long as me or longer, and they make daily content. I don't know how they do it. But yeah, I think the argument that I should stop doing it because other people do it better just baffles me.
You're concluding that as an implication from what they said, or they actually...
Oh, just from private messages. No, from private messages from people, and again, it's kind of it was only 2 or 3 people, and it's also the same bunch of people that downvote everything. So I mean,
well, that says it all. Then
you can't really win. You can't win, no matter what you do.
I could certainly see those comments as taking a bit of the fun out of what you just did, for sure. But I certainly wouldn't read that much into it. That then, you really have to reconsider your worth in the, Zomboid video making community. Mate, that was great. I enjoyed it. That's what I was saying.
I think for every complaint,
yeah.
For every complaint, there was another comment saying that they found it useful and that they liked it. So, but it just was a bit different to my usual videos in that usually the feedback's a little more positive. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I love the joke. You made that joke towards the beginning too about this will be a video about of someone who knows jack shit about farming in real life, teaching you how to be an expert farmer in a video game.
Well, I wasn't lying.
That was hilarious. I loved it. I thought it was great. And then the whole video, I watched the whole thing. I did watch it on my iPad, which has a few issues, so I couldn't comment, but I was able to slap the like button. But
oh, thank you. Yeah, it's and again, it's kind of it doesn't really matter because, as I said, this year I think I'm trying to focus less on what. And again, I'm not saying people's opinions are invalid, but at some point I kind of have to take people's opinion with a grain of salt because you can't please everybody. And if you try, you're going to go nuts. And if I didn't... Like, the whole Twitch thing when we started, people didn't like that either. And I was telling Doomslayer before, this is now... The last 2 Empyrion episodes we did are now more popular than the 7 Days episodes. It was astonishing.
I think, whilst I've certainly had my gripes about some games that I've purchased where things might have been slower or than I'd like in terms of development or some of the choices they made. At the end of the day, what I see most that's a problem is when developers do try new things, most of their community complains. So you're stuffed unless you just stick with the same old thing, and then you still get criticised for making the same old stuff everyone else is, but then if you have a go at something else, but you can't make it all in 5 minutes working perfectly, then they're going to cane you for that anyway. So I just think a lot of the crowd is a bit too impatient and probably a bit too selfish, really, expecting too much. I definitely understand and agree. I definitely have my problems with developers that will take your money on false promises and you feel ripped off. That's fair enough, but it's a different thing when you've got developers that have definitely pumped out a decent game and they just want to try something a bit different. They might pump out a DLC that's different to others they've done, something completely different. And you can imagine the development team probably had a bit of fun doing something that wasn't the same as all the others, but also it sort of adds a bit of a different thing to your games. And
well, that's the thing. It's not.
I don't mind that.
You can't please everybody, and that's the problem. I've tried in the past. And all I can do is try and please everybody, and I think one of the good things.
How are you going to do that?
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Try and
said all you can.
that was a faux pas. All I can do is try and please the majority of my audience, and the good thing is now is though, even though some people may have unsubscribed because I'm not a Project Zomboid only channel, the people who are here at the moment are actually a little bit more open to me doing other stuff. And it's kind of the recent videos have been kind of an example of that. People actually don't mind if I try something different. And they don't mind if I do something, as long as I am still playing Project Zomboid videos, or I'm still making tutorials, and I will always make those because people find them useful. And I think apart from the most recent video, I've always gotten some really nice feedback from people. And even in this video, a few people actually did say that they found it useful, which is great. I try and doing a little bit of everything doesn't hurt, because one, it keeps me sane. And two, sometimes we might hit on stuff like this game that people actually go, actually this isn't too bad. But we wouldn't have known unless I tried it out. It could have, like I said to you guys, it could have been a complete disaster. And I had, everyone saying this is utter shit, and I never want to see this again. But I think one of the things we've learnt from this, it's not so much the game, I think it's our... just the fact that we're playing and enjoying the game together that keeps people coming back.
Well, I think just you've got to, when you have these sort of issues where people are complaining, you've got to just remember that, obviously there's a ton of YouTubers out there that are making videos of Project Zombie. Sure. So, you're going to be compared to varying degrees with those people, but at the end of the day, the people that are let's say the people that are subscribed, for instance, to your channel, that watch your videos, they've done that. They watch your videos because they like the way that you deliver your content to them. They can relate to you, and that's why they're watching you. It doesn't mean you have to be better in some strange way than someone else. It's just, hey, they like the way that you present it. It's like your personality. Whatever it is, maybe they just like that you just seem like a regular human being rather than a robot. That might sound a bit nasty, but there's a lot of.
I think I'm pretty sure I'm human. I was last time I checked.
With all the ones with too many sounds and carry on. Woo! Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. Jingle key entertainment. Oh, hey kids, yeah. I can't stand that.
It's not just that, it's all, woohoo, I just got partnered, yeah! It's like, carry on. It's just, like, you can always tell when it's sort of, like, it's fake hype. Like, that's what I hate. Just be natural, jeez.
Or the ones that just say, anyway, subscribe to my video 100 times during the video. I try and do it, and I don't do it enough. I probably am the other extreme where I just never say it. But yeah, the ones that kind of jingle key entertainment, and the kind of lowest common denominator. I'm not trying to lump everybody into that box. In fact, despite what the complaints, the Project Zomboid community for the large part's been actually quite good. I've Ghoul King. I haven't spoken a lot to him, but my interaction with him has always been very positive. He seems like a pretty solid guy, in my opinion. No Miss, he's one of the first people who ever gave me a shout out. I haven't spoken, I think I've spoken to Cromulon Archer once or twice, just with general questions around the game. He knows the game pretty well. They've always been very helpful. All of our conversations have always been pretty positive, at least in my opinion. The community's quite nice. I think it's, or at least the YouTube community, where the YouTubers are actually quite nice. But it was weird because I wasn't expecting thousands of views in a day, but it was kind of weird because everyone's always asking me, can you put another one out? Can you put another one out? Can you put another one out? And then when I did, like, I know I don't like this, and I'm like, well, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
I'm certainly not putting down people that would ever have genuine reasons to not necessarily enjoy your particular content, but it's another thing to send you DMs or make these negative comments. If you just be constructive or be polite.
If you've got an actual reason that isn't, other people do it better, I'm more than happy to listen to it. But other people probably play him, like, if you only have to look at guys like Spange or Wasted Space, they play Empyrion better than me. I know that. They've played the game longer than me, so yeah, of course they're gonna
really someone that says that to you, other people do it better. What they could have said would have been, "But look, I already get that. I'm already getting this, enjoying this content. With someone else, I really don't have the time, or to watch it again. Someone else do it the same thing, or something like that. Rather than just say you're doing it wrong, because you're not. It's just you're doing it your way. That's it. It's bloody YouTube, isn't it? That's how it was when it first started.
Oh, look, that doesn't worry me. It doesn't worry me. And it's kind of... It reinforces the need to do other stuff, though. I mean, if I just did one game and this happened and people lost interest in it, you kind of got to future-proof yourself, too. You ever try other stuff and see what other stuff your audience likes. And I think it's kind of... it's survival games in general. Generally, if I play survival games, people can all agree that they like watching survival games. Turn-based strategy in more recent times, but mainly survival stuff.
Okay.
And that's fine, because survival games, survival and turn-based strategy games are probably my two go-to genres, so, it's not really a big deal. I'd like to try other stuff. I mean, visual novels, I know people don't like those, so that'd probably be something I'll play in my own time. I know not a lot of people are into anime and not into heavy reading, but something I'd like to do.
Probably for me, it's more something I just never, never got into it all. So I definitely don't relate to it, but I can certainly see there's a heck of a lot of it. And it's quite popular. It's just, you know what? I suppose I kind of look at it these days, and I think it's more for younger people, that it doesn't really have something for me. But I also think to myself, if I probably had the time to get into it, there probably would be something in there I'd enjoy. But all it reminds me of, is when I was a kid, there used to be cartoons on TV that I can't remember the names of them now, but there was, there's a couple of them that remind me of that. It was that style, the way that the cartoons were drawn looked the same.
By the way, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but roughly how many logs you got at the moment?
330.
Okay, I'm looking at going back soon because I think I need to make some repairs. But keep on going. Sorry, continue with what you were saying. I apologise for interrupting.
Almost out of fuel though, but on the chainsaw at least.
I'm actually almost out of fuel for this bad boy. So when you run dry, yell out, and I'll go and bog myself again. Bloody idiot. Oh no.
Yeah, probably a couple of minutes I'll be out. So
I've knackered myself. I can't get back to my goddamn miner. Shit.
You alright?
Can I? Oh, I got it. It's okay. I'm stuck, man. Bugger me. Yeah.
Do you want me to come to you?
I can. No, I've got an idea. Oh yeah, I'm jammed real good. Alright. Oh, this is what I get for mining. It's real, like, mining in this game can be a real pain in the ass, because it's really easy to get yourself stuck.
Like you're down in a hole?
Nah, just kind of on an angle.
Yeah,
like
the
real
natural
stuck.
angles you tend to make when you're mining in this game always it doesn't seem as steep as what it actually is when you're trying to come back out of it. I've learnt that. I try to make a real slight gradient from my perspective when I'm mining, and then when I come out, it's not too steep.
Oh, I got
it. You end up sliding.
All right. How are you bingo fuel?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Because if you're out of fuel, I'll come back.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, mate. I can still mine with my other tool.
Let me.
Whenever you're ready.
Yep. We're going to have to build a bigger miner. This is taking too long with 4 drills, but... I didn't even grab 2,000. I'm actually worked out what the problem is. I'm damaging my vehicle because... Oh no, game has frozen on me. Oh, why can't I move? Stuck. Blasted thing. I've gone and knackered myself. Again. I'm going to have to build a bigger miner here. I am coming towards you, but I think what I've learnt from this experience is just mine a hole through a mountain. Don't try and mine upwards. Well, I was trying to mine a section of the hill out so I could just drive in with a bigger miner, but unfortunately it's kind of... I've gotten unstuck now. But yeah, I was telling Doomslayer before the stream, this Empyrion is now the most popular video we've done. It's beaten 7 Days to Die. I've gotten a bunch of new subscribers from it, and a bunch of people actually really enjoyed watching play it. So I think we've kind of found a game for our regular lineup. I'm going to try and still, I want to try and still cycle between games, though. I don't want to just play one thing. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I'm thinking we cycle. Well, once we find a third game, I'm going to try and get that. There's another game that I received this week from a developer called Devour. It's a horror-based survival game, and it looks really fun. But I need to, if a developer's kind enough to give me a secondary key, I'll do that. Well, here, you okay, man? You alright? Hop in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm almost dead. Ah.
Yeah, he was messing you up pretty bad. Hop in the ship, man. We'll patch up.
Cheers.
Cool. I think you've got enough fuel. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, it's okay. We've got enough fuel to make it home. I think you're right. This thing needs some thrusters. It's too slow. But we got enough. I got a bunch of stone. So we might start chunking some. Now, stone mining in this is easier than trying to find hunks of metal at the start. The good thing about mining in this thing too is that... Oh, did you see that? Giant sea monster. I might just take a wide berth of him.
Oh, I didn't.
I don't know if he can attack the ship, but I don't want to find out.
Yeah, I kind of have a limited view behind you. But no, I didn't see anything. Loch Ness monster?
It looked pretty damn big. Big enough that I want to go the other way. But yeah, no, this has been really good, man. I mean, I didn't expect this game to become as popular as what it is, and a lot of people kind of misunderstood some of my comments about the game, thinking that I hate it, and I had a problem with the developer. You know, quite the opposite. I wouldn't be playing the game if I did. I've got some issues with the way that it was released out of early access, but I think it's pretty fair criticism. And the fact that the developer's still working on it means that at least they're trying to, you know, they haven't just cut and run and left this game as a complete mess. So I've got to give them credit there. I don't hate the game. I don't like the way in which it got thrown into retail version, but I think it's a pretty fair thing to say. But I have to give credit where it's due. They're trying. They're trying to improve their product. So for that, they've got some bonus points. And I hope they do, because this is actually a really fun game. It's just that there's so many bugs with the quests and storyline and visual bugs and all sorts of stuff. It makes the game a little hard to play sometimes. Let's see.
Yeah, the stuff that breaks the immersion. You got some damage there too.
Do I?
Damage, or is that a representation of...
No, that was the original block. I cobbled this thing together from hopes and dreams, so it's not exactly the most stable ship, but I'm going to work on some steel blocks.
I'll put this. I've got 10
have you
slots,
got
I'm
any
working on-
more? Have you got any more panels? By the way, because a bunch more. I got a bunch more a bunch more concrete. We can probably slap down some big solar panels if you've got some.
I don't have any on me. There's nothing here in the storage. I thought there was a whole stack in one of the portable constructors.
Solar panels?
Unless it's stuff it hasn't...
Well, I've got the concrete. We just need the solar panels to slap up here.
Oh, solar panels.
Yeah. It's a sunny day. We might as well make use of the power if we can. No biggie. If you've got one, then drop it here.
No, I haven't got any more made. I'll have a look. We made those two medium ones, whatever they were, yet last time. And we put those on, didn't we? I think that was
did,
right near the end of the episode. Yeah.
They've been doing good.
No, definitely I can see. So look how much we got in the battery now. Oh, battery's down to 7.
The solar battery?
What's on?
Well, that makes sense. We've been hammering that constructor.
Yeah, but we left the cooker on, whatever it is.
Oh, we did too. Yeah, that's my fault.
Going up, it's 8. Okay, so did it? I thought I cooked some. I don't know. Anyway, no big deal.
There's 2 more slots for panels, so if you want to slap some down. I'm about to make 3. We're probably going to get an attack soon, but as you said, it's not going to be a major attack, but I think at the very least we should have some static defenses if we can.
Wish there was a way to cancel your crafting.
Yeah, that's annoying. I'm sure there is, but I haven't worked it out.
Such a simple thing to put in. But
So, I'll have to have it. I'll try and stay in touch with Doomslayer and try and help him out off stream, but I think it's kind of there's probably not a hell of a lot we can do to help him. Beyond giving him some advice, I'm sure his family will be able to help him out. I know what it's like being.
It's always a bummer though, because when hard drives fail, they never fail when you want them to. So
yeah,
it's always a pain.
And they usually fail when you don't have the funds to replace them.
Hopefully C drive's not a SSD as well of the same vintage, but at least if he's still got his computer running, he's way ahead of usually what happens to me. When something fails, it's usually, cripples the whole PC. But these days I keep spares and stuff. And I actually got this last Christmas I actually bought a spare SSD for the gaming. So I've got an SSD that boots up Windows, and then I actually went and got a separate SSD for installing, the odd game that might, benefit from having it on that. So at the moment, all I've got on there is that Escape from Tarkov, because that seems to be quite likes that kind of thing. But yeah, they were really cheap over the holidays. Seemed cheap to me. The little, M2 drives, the ones that go into the little slot in your motherboard. Yeah, I've got those now, so I'm not using the SSDs that go into your regular hard drive. Inputs.
No, gotcha.
I've got 2 slots. Yeah, they're good. Quite like them. First time I've used them. So I bought the first one early last year. All right, so those panels should be ready.
Sorry, I was just trying to queue up some. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a very. I mean, you got 300 logs, so I think a vehicle for for cutting down moors. Probably not too high on our priority list. I'm thinking a combat vehicle is probably more useful.
Yeah.
I think this food processor we should turn off though, since we're not using it. Oh, you have. Good.
Yeah, I was about to. I turned it on to make some to cook those steaks up.
Oh, they should have done it. Okay, sorry, I left it to cook them. It should have cooked them up.
No, there was. Well, maybe I didn't. No, I collected 10 on our adventures out there. I think I turned it on and I was going to cook the steaks, and then you put the foot up my backside saying, "Come on, want some power?"
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
My bad.
You know,
I know. I'm a hard taskmaster.
I'm stirring now. It's all
right. I've been warned about that. I've been told. The big boss. Nah. You be good. Oh, yes, dear. Sorry, dear. Alright, yeah, I think we're good for food. I've got a bunch of bars, and I've got a bunch of bandages too. I've been hammering out these bandages. I've got about nearly 30.
Have you? Okay,
so if you need bandages, I've got plenty of those.
Yeah, I'll use up these and hammer myself up.
If you're needing some, I'm hammering out. I'm just waiting for this vehicle block to finish. Come on. Still going. I got 140 of this biofuel. We got plenty. I might actually start converting it into some packs. Some Promethean packs for us. Oh, you're alright? That sounded nasty.
Yeah. I broke my leg.
Good thing we've got plenty of bandages. You just need a bandage. Just use the bandage, man.
What bandage? I just used them all.
Oh no!
To heal up from when I was out. That's alright. I'll come back around. Oh, I forgot that. I was trying to jump around the roof to put these solar panels up.
Use your drone, man.
Yeah, I always forget about the drone.
There we go. Just in case, we've got 17 Promethean packs. I've just converted those from the emergency fuel. We've got emergency fuel there, just in case we run out. It might be worth you hammering down some more solar panels, because we are absolutely chunking power. I'm going to drop a second capacitor, so when that capacitor fills up, we can hammer another one down. I'll actually make 3. Do you want to hammer out some solar panels? Sorry?
A couple of bandages, please. Sir.
Oh, yeah, sure. There you go. That's half the bandages.
I don't see him in there.
Top... Oh, no, wait a sec. I'm an idiot.
Man, I didn't realise your health keeps going down while you've got a broken leg.
Yeah, you got to get it fixed. There you go. Smash that down, you'll be right. I might actually build a balcony around here so you don't go do a swan dive off the side. I didn't think of that. It's probably not very safe. I mean, I wasn't really thinking OH&S when I was building this place. Probably should have.
Right. We got it up pretty quick, yeah.
No, we did good. There we go. So we've now got a second capacitor. Unfortunately, that means that we're going to need more solar panels, man. But I've got a slot there and a slot up the end for you to drop some more. So if you can, when you've got a bit of time...
I've already made them, mate. I'm ready to go. How do you get the drone going?
F5.
I forget.
So if you smash one down there and one down the end, I can drop some more too if you need. How many panels do you need? How many you got?
I've got two large ones.
Okay, I will drop the other one down here.
That's okay.
Okay, eight apart.
You accidentally made a small one as well.
Don't bother with it. There's no point in putting small ones down now. Just be a waste of resources. We'll deconstruct it later. Just chuck it away somewhere. I've got another slot for you if you've got another big one to put down.
No, that's only made 2. Hang on.
If you can make more, I think we've got the I think we've got the resources. We might as well. The more solar we've got, the less strain we're putting on our disposable fuel. And given the scary rate at which I'm burning through it to mine, probably is worth. I burnt through a scary amount of fuel. Then again, we got enough stone to complete our build of the solar farm. So I think it was worth it. It was expensive, but I reckon if you build once you get another, I mean, if we get a full stack of 20 of these panels, we can run our base entirely solar.
I'm level 5 now too. Actually, I can pick out those recipes: large constructor and.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, heaps of points. Large constructor and what was the other one? We need that.
I'm not sure.
Small vessels going. Oh, something under miscellaneous. What was it?
There you go.
Starter. Okay, got the small vessel starter.
Sweet. I just created another few slots for you. Smashed down some solar panels. We're looking good, man. We got solar up in here. I can start making this a little bit nicer too. I'm not happy. This is just like it looks like a blocky mess. The main base looks nice. I kind of like that bunkery sort of thing we got going on, but the rest of it's yeah. Holy shit, we got 6 people watching. Nice.
Yeah. Well, like you said, there's not really anyone. You said there's no one really streaming at all.
Yeah. Well, this is going gangbusters. Albatross. I'm assuming that's if you're still about, and that's you and your friends watching. Thanks, man. Big ups to Albatross Wirehead. If there are any other small streamers, he's great for small channels. Happy to help smaller YouTubers, which is a rare thing to see from indie developers, so big ups to him. Okay. Well, I haven't created this yet, so if you can drop that advanced constructor, we can just go straight to ships.
Yeah, alright. Well, I'll make another panel.
We just make a 3-person ship. I hate these blocky passenger seats. I wish you could make like a small version of the cockpit. The cockpit's so big and clunky. Like a 3-person cockpit.
You can't.
No, you can't.
A single seat.
I've got a hover vessel starter. I guess it wouldn't hurt to make a combat vehicle. I'll make a small one. If we need to make it bigger, make it bigger.
What, a combat hovercraft?
Yeah.
Can we just go straight to... Oh.
All right. No, you're right. Let's not waste resources. If you can make that big constructor, I haven't built anything yet, so... We've got the resources, surely.
Oh. All right. Hang on. One thing at a time. I've just been trying to do your panels for you.
I'm sorry. I'm terrible at this.
Steady on. Steady on. No, you're not. It's all right.
So it's a good thing. It's a good thing we're familiar with each other because it's what that's what I always get. Stop being so bossy. I'm assertive. It's different.
At least you're not. You haven't got a history in the army, mate. Those ones they're rougher.
Well, like I said, Ghoul King, he's army and he's a pretty chill dude.
Yeah,
he's actually he's a medic.
He was a medic. That's no. You got a lot of the infantry blokes. There was Anyway.
Yeah, a lot of some of the infantry guys are very, very super assertive. Very, I want this done here and now. No, that's not me.
Trained that way. So that's cooking now. So I'll go and put this last remaining. Actually, I think I've got two. Somehow I made an extra one. Anyway,
I'm thinking of painting this place too, but I don't. I could make this place look really nice, but doing that would waste a lot of resources. So I'm.
Spaceship.
Yeah, I'm thinking a spaceship's probably a better option right now. We need to build for. Oh, god damn it! F'd in the A. Probably heard that broken leg from there.
Welcome to my world.
We're back. Well, we still got 5 people viewing. That's a. I don't know. I don't know what our record's been. I think it's been 10 people, but
okay.
That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, your large constructor's done.
Cool.
I pinched it. I was impatient. I was like, stuff it.
Good, now it's done. Now you can
I need it
alone.
That skill incarnate guy. He won't shut up.
Till the next order. Till the next one.
I'm like the guy at the drive-through going, I'll have a number 9 and number 12.
No, he's nice and casual,
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Beat it out slow. Which one was that? That was San Andreas, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was, yes. That's Big Smoke. Small vessel starter. Oh, we're laughing, mate. We're laughing. We got this, man. This is going to eat into our resources, but I've got about 150 steel blocks. Actually, 200. That is more than enough to build a capital vessel. Sorry, a fighter.
Yeah.
There's our food.
Yeah, no, that power's good now.
Yeah, man, we got... Okay. I'm just gonna...
it's going down now, but that's...
Yeah, but you got to remember that big constructor. It absolutely bends over our
correct.
Our power. It just
so now we want to make
sucks it dry.
Well, you've got the recipe for that too, haven't you? To make the...
Yes, I do. As soon as this is constructed, we turn this thing off because it's absolutely mental how much power.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay, it's off.
I've done the same.
And then I'm going to go outside and use the solar powered shitty ones you've got. There we go. Small vessel starter. We're laughing, man. We're in it. We're in it. Yeah, I can't remember what you decided to call the miner. Do you remember what you called it? I'm going to need to do this on a flat surface.
Nuggets, was it? Something like that.
I'm trying to find a flat surface to build this on. I think this is about as flat as we're going to get. Just here. There we go. Oh, it floats. That's cool. Nice. You really want to mess with me, buddy. Alright, let's do this. Let's build the vessel of our dreams. Use a gun, man. You got a shotgun, haven't you? Take too long.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
It is down. So I'm thinking of building something like a I'm trying to think of the anime that I saw where they had like these kind of lights. And I know you're not into anime; it's not your thing. But
You don't have to say that. That's all right. Yeah, tell us.
There was these kind of like light ships. It was an anime where men were. It was a very old one. Males were outlawed. So there's these females hunting down all of the males, and there's no way you could make that in the current climate. You get absolutely run over the coals. But basically, there's this male character accidentally meets one of these female characters, and they end up teaming up, and then end up. It's a bit sappy. They fall in love and kind of, but the combat in this really good. Vandred, that was it. It was a really old anime I watched, but it was really cool. They had like this ship that could turn into a robot. Again, I watched it when I was really young. Nowadays, it'd probably be a bit cheesy, but yeah, the ship could, but it's only worked if the man and the woman were in the ship together, and of course they had to be in the ship in a very risque sort of position. So it was one of those that, like, nowadays I'd watch it and I'd think it's pretty cheesy, but back in the day I actually did enjoy it. Vandred was the name of it. So this is going to be where the ship, I was thinking maybe I could make even a Klingon bird of prey, but we could, this here will be the bottom. We'll have like pilot seats here, which will seal off, and then have chain guns on the side here and wings where the thrusters will be.
Nice.
That's the idea. Now, what we're going to need to do is build some seats, because it's actually going to be like a... there's no point in building a cockpit, because there's a few of us here, so we'd just be better off building... I might need to use the big constructor to make these. We need some pilots' chairs. Yeah, I'm terrible with anime. I love anime. It's funny because it used to be very not untrendy to watch it. It was kind of seen as a especially when I was a kid. So it wasn't something you want to admit to, but I watched the first anime I ever saw was I think it was either Space Adventure Cobra or Ninja Scroll. But if you've ever seen Ninja Scroll, it was like an ultra violent samurai based anime. It was fantastic. It was just like, heads exploding, kind of like the stuff that kind of anime became known for later on. But I actually I've been watching Attack on Titan, which is I watched the first 2 seasons of that, and it's brilliant. Ultra violent, but it's brilliant. I know it's not your thing, Sonny, but there are a few of my audience who are. Sorry, mate.
Okay. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched it.
Well, there's a couple of animes that I always recommend people if they're starting to dip their toe in, to start off with. And the first one would probably be Death Note, which is a very Hitchcock style cat and mouse game where it involves a serial killer that can kill anyone who by entering their name in a notebook. And
okay.
Yeah, I know it sounds stupid, but it's actually a very good anime. And it's full of dank memes as well. I'm trying to find these passenger seats. There's a passenger seat you can use to sit in, but like a pilot seat that lets you actually fly the ship. I'll try it. Let's see. I don't know if you can fly the ship with this. I think you need an actual captain's chair. Let's see. Because, I mean, building 3 cockpits would just be a massive waste. These seats are a bit smaller. Oh, you see, this only takes up 2 blocks. So we could chuck these down here. Actually, what I could do is chuck these up here and have the pilot seat here. That would probably make sense. So we'll have the passenger seats here, like so.
Where's the cockpit going?
Down the bottom. So I've changed my design a bit because these take up a little bit more room than I thought, but still far less than a traditional seat. There we go. Okay. So you'd sit here, and then Doomslayer will sit here, and then I would have like a captain's chair here, and then you can connect to the guns. Doomslayer can connect to like rocket launchers and stuff. You can all basically, once you sit in this, I mean, you can probably pilot from here too, I'm assuming. Let's see how we go anyway. Let me see. Right. So I need a captain's chair. So we're going to build one of those. Yeah, the problem with running back and forth is I don't know how big these are. So once I've got this size, I can build around them. Because obviously I don't want my ass hanging out in the middle of space, getting shot up. Oh, I might need to unlock them. That's what it'll be. So, small vessel. Ah, there we go.
There are recipes for the passenger seats, and yeah.
Ah, I do need I need a cockpit. There's not much I can do about that. Okay. Shit happens. I gotta build one. I thought I could get away with it, but I can't. That's going to be a big drain on resources, but shit happens. But you can have a back seat in the passenger seats and fly there. Because having 3 cockpits would just be a waste. Okay, that's building now. Now we've been going for a while, so unfortunately I'm going to have to call it because we want to try and keep it at 2 hours. Although we have got 5 people watching, I'm sorry guys. I'd love to continue. We're going to. Wirehead's back. Oh, awesome. If you are still watching Albatross Wirehead, hit me up after. We'll get the details. The reason why I have to cut the stream at 2 hours is because of Bitchute. I have to cut these videos down into a reasonable size. Unfortunately, I have no control over that. It's the way the Bitchute works. And making these any longer than 2 hours makes my life a nightmare. So we're gonna call it that at 2 hours. Really appreciate everyone that's come by. I can see there's 5 people watching. Let me know in the comments, did you like Empyrion? We're probably going to swap back to 7 Days to Die, especially if Albatross will be joining us next week. But I can promise you we'll be playing more Empyrion because everyone seems to really love it. So shout out to Sonny Jim. Again, great to have you join me. I hope that you'll be around next week. Shout out to the 5 people who are watching. I'm assuming they'll be Albatross and his friends. Reach out to me and we'll play some 7 Days next week, or even Empyrion. We'll see what you guys want to do. So yeah, shout out to the guys. Shout out to Doomslayer. I hope you are still around. If you need more help with your computer setup, hit me up off chat and I'll offer whatever help I can. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and hopefully you'll join next week. And we'll play some more survival games.
Cool.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
See ya.